There are two distinct ways to go about achieving your goals. So the process goes like this. You set a goal, you set a plan, you achieve it. When you set a goal, everyone has the same goal. Winners and losers have the same goals. You're a hockey player, you want to win the championship. First place and last place both want to win the championship, but only one team does. The difference between the two categories, winners and losers, is not the goal. It's the way that they go about achieving that goal. Losers will focus on the goal itself and others. Losers are the ones that'll be checking the standings all the time. I'm doing this, this person's doing that. Why am I not getting the results that they're getting? I'm going to be the one who wins. But they're not. They're the losers. Winners, on the other hand, they focus on the process it takes to achieve that goal. I want to achieve this goal. What steps do I have to take to achieve this goal? I want to squat 1,500 pounds. What do I have to do to achieve this goal? I have to first squat 1,000 pounds. I have to optimize my nutrition, my training, my rest, my sleep, my mobility work, my energy systems, my cardio. I have to be able to withstand the amount of training that it takes to squat 1,500 pounds. See the difference there? The losers are not focusing on what it takes to get there. They're just focusing on the glory, the actual goal itself, eyes on the prize. That's a flawed way of thinking, because if you start getting these visions of grandeur without even achieving the goal, you're putting you're putting the carriage in front of the horse. You haven't even done anything yet, and you're already planning your trip to Disney. Whereas the winners, they focus on what's next. They focus on what am I doing now? They figure, what can I do better? What are the steps that I'm going to need to take in order to have a better result? What am I going to do better? What have I yet to try? What have I yet to do that others are doing? They do look at other people, but not in the eyes of, we're doing the same thing, I'm not getting the same results as them. They're looking, what are these people doing differently that's working for them? They do their research. They try new things. They've got an open mind, they're not stubborn. You want to achieve your goals, you've got to start opening your mind a bit. Because having this closed mindset of, I want this goal, I deserve this goal. Well, let me tell you something you already know. You are not obliged to anything in life. You get what you deserve. And what you deserve is what you work for. You're not going to be blessed with the things that you want. You may have been able to get away with that in your earlier years, but as you progress through life, the obstacles that were unforeseen tend to become more apparent. You're not just going to be given things. You have to work for a lot of the things that you have. Benjamin Franklin once said, I'm a big believer in luck because the harder I work, the more of it I have. Meaning, the harder you work, the more opportunities that present themselves for you to be lucky. It's not going to happen if you're not putting in the work. It's not going to happen if you just wait for something to come to you. It's not going to happen if you sit around and do nothing, just focusing on a goal. You can keep your eyes on the prize, but keep your eyes on the process too. Because above all else, the process is what matters. Is the treasure at the end of the journey the important part, or is it the friends that you make along the way? Is the PR important, or is it the gains that you make along the way? So here are a couple steps that you should be taking. Set your goal. That's an important step. You can't have a goal without setting it first. Of course don't. And then do a little research. Find out what people in a similar position as you have been doing in order to achieve that goal. List out what they're doing, what their nutrition is, what their recovery habits are, what their rest is, what their sleep is, if they have all that information out there. Next, you should look at the people who aren't aligned with you. If you're super heavy, look at the 220s. If you're 220, look at the super heavies. What differences are they doing that are producing the different results? And it's not just, oh, they're bigger, oh, they're smaller. There's a reason that a 220 will, a 242, 275, these small Greek god of lifters are going to be having a better deadlift than a super heavy for the most part. And that's due to leverages. If you don't understand how to get new leverages, then you're not going to progress on it. So if you want to be a super heavy, you don't need to just be fat. You need to accumulate mass not indiscriminate mass, but targeted mass. You're not going to look like a Greek god, but you shouldn't be just fat. Next, you should create the steps that you are going to take, and you hold yourself accountable. And it's really hard to hold yourself accountable because you have cognitive bias that will allow you to make excuses along the way. Then is when you recruit friends, mentors, people who will keep you accountable. Let your goals be known, let your steps be known, so that people can hold you accountable to what you've said, what you've set out to do. Because having a plan, having a goal is all good and well, but if you can't stick to it, you might as well not be there. So set your goal, research how to achieve it, make a plan, keep yourself accountable, because at the end of the day, the compliance is the science. Best diet for you is the one that you can stick to. The best plan for you is the one that you can stick to. So don't obsess over a goal, obsess over the process, because the goal is going to end up being a side effect in the long run.